If you had to leave everything behind tomorrow morning, what vehicle would you trust with your life? Most people answer that question emotionally. They choose the vehicle they already own, the vehicle they dream about, or the vehicle they have seen in movies. But Day Zero doesn't care about emotions. It doesn't care about brand loyalty, and it certainly doesn't care about appearances. The only thing that matters is whether your vehicle can solve problems when everything else becomes difficult. Now, I want you to imagine a realistic scenario. Fuel supplies are uncertain, roads are congested, information is limited. You need to move yourself, your equipment, and possibly your family from one location to another. The question is simple. What vehicle gives you the best chance of success? Many people immediately choose a large four-wheel drive vehicle, and there's a good reason for that. Ground clearance, cargo capacity, towing capability, and off-road performance provide enormous advantages when conditions deteriorate. A capable four-wheel drive vehicle can reach places that smaller vehicles cannot, and carry supplies that would be impossible to transport otherwise. But there is a problem. Large vehicles consume more fuel. They are heavier, more expensive to maintain, and in some situations, they attract exactly the kind of attention you don't want. The advantages are real. The disadvantages are real too. Then there is the modern SUV. For many families, this seems like the perfect compromise. It offers comfort, storage capacity, reasonable fuel efficiency, and the ability to travel long distances. Under normal conditions, it performs extremely well. But Day Zero is not normal, and that changes the calculation. Most SUVs are designed primarily for roads. They provide convenience rather than true capability. When terrain becomes difficult or infrastructure begins failing, their limitations become more visible. Now consider the motorcycle. At first glance, it appears to be the perfect escape vehicle. It consumes little fuel, it can move through traffic, it reaches places inaccessible to larger vehicles, and it can travel surprisingly long distances. But motorcycles introduce new problems. Limited cargo capacity, exposure to weather, reduced security, increased physical fatigue. A motorcycle excels in mobility, but mobility is only one part of the equation. Then there is the bicycle, the most underestimated option of them all. No fuel, minimal maintenance, extremely quiet, highly reliable. A bicycle can continue moving long after fuel-powered vehicles become useless. Of course, it has significant limitations. Range, carrying capacity, and physical demands all become important factors. But dismissing the bicycle entirely would be a mistake. History repeatedly demonstrates that simple systems often outperform complex ones when resources become scarce. So which vehicle wins? The answer depends on the mission, and that is where most people make a critical mistake. They search for the perfect vehicle. The perfect vehicle does not exist. There is only the most appropriate vehicle for a specific situation. Preparedness is not about finding perfection. It is about understanding trade-offs. Every vehicle represents a compromise. More capability usually means more fuel consumption. More cargo capacity often means reduced mobility. More comfort frequently means greater dependency on complex systems. The real question is not which vehicle is best. The real question is whether your vehicle matches your plan. The vehicle that remains reliable. The vehicle that remains practical. My name is Nunu. Stay prepared. I will see you then.